before y'all get into this video, man, make sure y'all click the link in my bio, man, in the description and my bio. Y'all want to get involved, man, go watch our early reactions to movies, comedy sketches, music, whatever y'all want to see, man. Click the link in my bio, man. Go get involved, man. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy J-Man, man. Back getting at a video of banger fair day, man. Today, we got my girl Amelia, man. Another racist police encounter debunked. Now, there's been this story going around, man, about this black man. He was recording and the police had beat him up real bad, bust his window out, chipped his tooth, that whole thing. I seen it, but I ain't reacted to like that, so I'm just gonna see her reaction to it and give my perspective about it throughout the video. But let's get into it, man.
Guys, it has happened again. Now, some footage goes viral of a black man getting pulled over by police officers. One police officer decides to smash in his car window and hit him in the face, and that black man proceeds to get arrested. Now, many are screaming police brutality, this is America, this is so horrible, they're targeting a black man. And then later on, we get body cam footage that tells a drastically different story. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, you better. Yeah, you better.
Guys, today we're going to be telling the story of 22-year-old William Anthony McNeil Jr. And before we get into that story, please like and subscribe. Now, I'm going to show you the footage that I saw online. This has been going massively viral. This video that I'm about to show you has over 200,000 likes on X. And the caption says, "This is America. It's full of police brutality and racism, apparently." Let's watch the clip.
Exit the vehicle now. Exit the vehicle. Show me your hands.
Here. I'm here. What is your reason, sir?
Step out.
What is your reason?
Step out now. All right. Get on the ground.
Don't.
Get on the ground. Stop fighting. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Hands behind your back. What's wrong with you?
Okay, so that is the video in.
Okay, this is what I'm gonna say right here. I feel as if he would have just not been, if he would have just complied, bruh, even if they don't have a legal right to stop, even if it's bullshit, even if it's bogus, I feel as if nowadays, man, not only as a black man, but just as an adult, period, that's just the adult and right thing to do. Just cooperate, get in the car and have your day in court. Prove your innocence in court. All that fighting and crossing your arms, like all that childish shit, that's what it's gonna lead to. Either you're gonna be dead or you're gonna get your ass beat or, you know, some shit like that. It don't even need to go there. You know what I'm saying? Even if whatever they said you didn't do, regardless, bro, just comply, bro. Get out the car, go to jail, whatever you need to do, bro, to have your day in court and just handle like an adult. That's what I feel like. Period. I don't care what color you are. That's just what I feel like.
Question. And of course, you're seeing a minute of video out of context, if that. And I'm noticing, like, okay, this starts really out of nowhere. How did we get to the car window getting smashed in? How did we get to him being hit in the face, him being pulled out of the vehicle? But I'm also seeing in the background a black police officer who is there. And I think he's one among maybe 4 or so who are, I guess, getting themselves involved in this incident. So maybe we wait around for some context before we start screaming, "This is America, this is police brutality." They're clearly targeting a black male who is unarmed. And I'm gonna read you a couple more responses of people who decided to jump the gun on this and come to, I guess, some very incorrect assumptions. Let's read some responses. Now, of course, we have the one that says, "This is America." Another one writes, "Honestly, after decades of treating the police like the military, giving them military weapons, and making them immune from prosecutions, what did we expect?" Another one says, "They give us a reason every f***ing day not to trust them. The police are f***ing untrained." And someone responded to that saying Trump is going to give police officers like this full immunity to break the law soon with 0 lawsuits. Okay. You know, I could see how somebody could see footage like this and go, wow, that seems like such a big jump to force to handle what seemingly was a routine traffic stop, although they didn't even have that context in this situation. But now I'm going to show you guys the body cam footage of what actually took place during this traffic stop. Now, mind you, this guy was pulled over for a very routine traffic stop. It was for his headlights and a lack of seatbelt. Now, this could have gone way smoother than it went, and we're gonna see who's actually in the wrong here when we take a look at the body cam footage.
Is there a reason that you're pulling me over?
Yeah, absolutely. There's a reason why I'm pulling you over. For one thing, inclement weather, you don't have your lights on. Two things, you're not wearing your seatbelt.
It's daylight. I don't need the lights. And it's not weather. It's not raining.
Oh, this is inclement.
It's not raining.
Okay, see, that's what I'm talking about. That right there. That attitude and all that. You're a grown man. Okay? You're a grown man. As soon as the car rolled up on you, you already got this bias and trying to be smart and all that shit. That's where you go wrong at. That's what I'm talking about. But let's continue, man.
Okay, I'm not arguing with you. I'm telling you why I'm pulling you over. Give me your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance.
No, call your supervisor. Why?
Excuse me?
Call your supervisor. Why did you pull me over?
27, 35, I'm property dog driver. I've already told you.
Why did you pull me over?
Step out of the vehicle.
No.
Step out of the vehicle. 25 seconds. For 9-4, the driver just slammed the door and locked it. I've already told you. Okay. Okay. Right now you're under arrest for resisting. You understand? You're under arrest for resisting. The longer you take us on, the worse it's going to be. Open the door and exit, or we are going to break the window. Open the door and exit. You are under arrest for resisting. Open the door and exit. You are under arrest for resisting. Open the door and exit. You are under arrest for resisting. Open the door and exit. You are under arrest for resisting. I'm about to break the window. I'm about to break the window. All right, go for it. Exit the vehicle now. Exit the vehicle. Show me your hands. Here.
1033 at 16:21 hours.
Step out. What is your reason? Step out now. No, don't touch it.
Put your hands behind your back. Hands behind your back.
So there you go. He gets pulled over for a routine traffic stop, and instead of just listening and complying with the officer, he decides to go after him and be combatant and say, call your supervisor. What am I getting pulled over for? When he's asked to get out of the car, he refuses to get out of the car. When the officer approaches, he then slams the door and locks the door, which as a police officer, what are you meant to expect is happening behind that door? If somebody is told to get out of their vehicle and then they choose not to get out of the vehicle, that person could have a weapon in there. Now, after police officers arrested this man, they searched his vehicle and they did find marijuana and a knife. Now, there's no evidence or at least report saying that he intended to use that knife on police officers. But my goodness, had he just listened to the police officer at the jump when he was telling him what he was pulled over for so they could have a conversation and get his license and registration, he probably would have been just fine. But instead, he decides to lock himself in his car and refuses to listen to the police officer. He even says, I am going to break your window. He receives authorization to go ahead and break that window. He calls in for backup and multiple other police officers arrive at this scene in order to mitigate this entire situation that's created by a driver who chose to be non-compliant. But yes, this guy gets cell phone footage of his car window getting smashed in and him getting hit in the face, and he gets to release that on the internet for all to see, and suddenly we're talking about police brutality and saying, this is America, we need to call in Childish Gambino to play that song again because the police are so racist against black men. It's absolutely ridiculous. And for the people who ran with this video and started posting and commenting and sharing without any context whatsoever, how do you feel now? If you're even seeing this, knowing that this individual was the one who was in the wrong. Now, they've even gone through an investigation process, and the officer is currently going through another one now, and they have found no evidence of wrongdoing, and they're still pending on the second investigation. But of course, the sheriff in this area, which is Jacksonville, Florida, had to go ahead and address everything that's been happening and talk about this situation because of this viral out of context video. Let's watch the clip.
Social media is not reality. One video clip devoid of context can be very misleading. Given that McNeil never brought this incident to JSO's attention, but rather pushed the cell phone camera footage that he had in his possession since March 5th out on social media, one can only assume, and I'm saying I assume, that he intended to inflame the public. The administrative process is still ongoing, and as such, I will neither defend nor commend Officer Bauer's response to resistance until all the facts are known and the investigation is completed. However, as the leader of this agency, I will not remain silent while important facts and information are buried to advance an anti-police agenda. The truth is, William McNeil Jr. was non-compliant with JSO officers within 21 seconds after he was stopped for multiple civil infractions. His non-compliance quickly rose to the level of criminal resistance to a police officer. McNeil was arrested and pled guilty to resisting a police officer without violence. Force absolutely looks ugly. And because all force is ugly, whether or not the officer involved acted within outside JSO policy, that's still what we're investigating.
So there you go. Even though it's very clear that Anthony McNeil Jr. is the one who placed himself in this position and had the incident go as far as it went, they're still going to look into the actions of that officer to see whether or not they comply with their guidelines as police officers. And this is what happens when you have a piece of footage that you know optically is going to promote a certain narrative and you decide to run with it. You see a white officer smashing the car window of a black man and hitting that black man in the face, and you just presume that it fits your narrative that police officers are racist and they target unarmed black men. And now a black police sheriff, Sheriff Waters, has to come out and clear up this whole situation and talk about this out of context video that has now thrust him and his police department into the limelight. For what reason? No reason. Just because some guy decided I was going to post this out of context video online to promote my narrative that I did nothing wrong and that the police took this too far with force and with arresting me for resisting arrest in the first place. It's absolutely ridiculous. But this seems to be the cycle that we find ourselves in on social media. People have realized that they can weaponize these out of context video to promote their own narratives and their own politics. And then people who choose not to look into the story behind what they're watching sort of feed and fuel this fire that goes on to grow and grow and grow on social media. So now here you go. You force the hand of the police department to have to release the body cam footage in this instance. And now we know that William Anthony McNeil Jr., this 22-year-old who decided not to comply with police officers, is actually the one in the wrong.
Oh, your supervisor.
Shocker. Shocker. And guys, those are my thoughts on this video. And thank goodness for body cam footage in instances where the police officers are not in the wrong and in instances where they are. Had we not had this body cam footage, this story would have gone leaps and bounds in the wrong direction, trying to prove some idea that police officers are inherently racist, that they're targeting black people, when in reality, we know that they're not. Guys, drop your thoughts in the comments down below. As always, I encourage healthy debate on this channel. So
That was into the video, man. Like I said, man, from the jump, man. I definitely agree with her. Like I said, man, if he would have just complied, man, that wouldn't even got to the level it got to. People do use these narratives, man, and don't even look at the whole situation first before they just run with a narrative and paint these white cops out to get black men. And don't get me wrong, are there evil people in the world? Yes, there are evil people in the world, but it's not to that extent what these people think, bro. It's not like that, man. The man just didn't listen, man, and he got them consequences being ignorant and being silly. He got what was coming to him. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. I'll come out with what y'all think about the situation. I'm going to sell that in this video. Your boy out, man. Peace.